One of the biggest decisions of your retirement is when you should pull your Social Security. What is the right time for you? I'm going to go over it in this video. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Financial Wellness Planning. My name is Derek Coffey. I'm the founder of FWP. And one of the questions that I get a lot is, when should an individual take their Social Security? And a lot of times, the people that are asking that question are already set on taking it at 62. Unfortunately, they don't fully understand the consequences of pulling their benefit at 62. The purpose of this video is to help inform you of the consequences of when you pull your Social Security. In our video on how your Social Security is calculated, we determined that an individual with a $4,000 averaged index monthly earnings would be eligible for a Social Security benefit of $1,961, and that's at their full retirement age. If that individual decided to take their Social Security benefit at age 62 as opposed to waiting until age 67, their monthly benefit would be $1,372.70. If that individual decided to wait until age 70 to pull their Social Security benefit, their monthly benefit payment would be $2,431 per month. And this is the first thing that you need to understand about taking your Social Security benefit. If you decide to take your benefit at age 62, you're going to receive a 30% reduction in that full retirement age amount. If you decide to wait until age 70, you're going to receive an 8% increase for each year that you wait. In total, this is a 24% bump in your Social Security payment. What you're looking at on the screen is a breakdown of the annual benefit amount that an individual would receive depending on when they file for their Social Security benefit. For someone that files at the age of 62, they're going to receive that $1,373 per month. This is going to result in a first-year benefit of $16,427. In this example, we're assuming a cost of living adjustment of around 3%. Historically, it's been 2.4%, but with the way that inflation is going, I could see that going up, at least for the foreseeable future. If that individual decided to wait until age 67, the first year benefit that they would receive would be just over $27,000. And then if they decided to wait until age 70 to pull their benefit, their first year benefit would be just shy of $37,000. We've assumed that this individual is going to live until age 85. And if we draw out what their cumulative income would be, depending on when they pull their Social Security benefit, they would receive $567,000 if they decided to pull it at age 62. If they wait until 67, they receive $685,000. And if they delay claiming their benefit until age 70, their cumulative Social Security benefit is $745,000. Now, there are a lot of decisions that go into determining whether you should pull your Social Security early, whether you should wait until full retirement age, or even wait until age 70. But understanding how your benefit is reduced or increased depending on when you decide to file is the most important part of your filing strategy. Another thing that I want you to understand is what it means to break even on your Social Security benefit. What I've done is I've taken the cumulative totals of what this individual would earn depending on when they filed for their Social Security benefit, and I've totaled those by age. At age 67, had this individual pulled their Social Security benefit at age 62, they would have received $106,550. This just so happens to be year one of waiting until age 67, where you would have only brought in $27,280. As we go down this list, you'll notice that at age 76, the individual pulling their benefit at age 62 would have received just over $300,000. Waiting until age 67 would have made their cumulative total over $312,000. So if you anticipate living beyond the age of 76, then it would make the most sense to wait until age 67 to begin pulling your Social Security. If we go to the next column, which is showing those totals for waiting until age 70, the cumulative Social Security benefit that this individual received passes pulling that benefit at age 62 at age 78. So if you anticipate living beyond age 78, then waiting until age 70 would make sense in this situation. And then at age 80 is when waiting until age 70 to pull your Social Security benefit returns the most amount of money to you. Now understand, there is no such thing as maximizing your Social Security benefit. The only way to maximize your benefit is to know when you're going to die. And unfortunately, we don't know that piece of information, and that's the most important piece. I like to refer to Social Security strategies as optimizing the Social Security. There are many pieces to determining which age is going to be the best option for you. But if you anticipate living beyond age 80, then waiting as long as you possibly can to pull your Social Security benefit is going to allow you to optimize your Social Security income. Now, I know there are a lot of people that say, I want my benefit as soon as I possibly can. Social Security is running out of money. And that is a very valid point. But the unfortunate part of that is you're going to receive a 30% reduction from your full retirement age benefit. Then, if Social Security decides to reduce that payment again, it's going to compound that reduction. So just pulling it at 62 just because you're worried about Social Security running out of money may not make the most mathematical sense. Now, there are some instances where pulling your Social Security at age 62 makes sense. The first one is if you're no longer working. If you have fully retired and you are no longer earning wages from a job, then pulling your Social Security benefit can make sense. If you continue working beyond age 62 and you earn more than what the Social Security Administration has set as the maximum earnings amount, then your Social Security benefit is going to get reduced. Now, don't worry, you're not going to lose that benefit payment. It just gets added on to your later payments. But if you decide to pull your Social Security benefit before your full retirement age and you keep working, then you do run the risk of receiving reduced payments. The next instance is if you have immediate financial need. If you're hanging on to work just to get you to age 62 to get your Social Security benefit, then by all means pull it. If you don't have the means to pay for your bills and you don't have the physical ability to work anymore, then take the Social Security benefit if you need it. The final situation is if you have health concerns or a relatively short life expectancy. Again, if you don't plan on making it to 75 or 80 years old, then pulling your benefit at age 62 mathematically makes sense. But I want you to understand that pulling that Social Security benefit, whether it's at age 62 or 66 and a half, you are going to receive a reduction in the amount that you receive. And this could affect your spousal benefits. If you're married, then the spousal benefit that your significant other could be entitled to when you pass away will also be reduced. So waiting at least until the full retirement age ensures that your spouse will receive the maximum amount of Social Security that they possibly can. So not that it comes up very often, but there are instances where you should wait to take your Social Security benefit. The first one of which is if you don't have an immediate financial need for that money. If you have a significant amount of money saved up in your retirement accounts or at the bank, and you can pay for your living expenses without the Social Security money, then wait. Don't pull it at 62. Don't pull it at 67. If you have a family history of people living beyond 80 years old and you don't have any significant health issues, then waiting until age 70 is going to make the most mathematical sense. Also, by waiting to pull your Social Security benefit, this does open up tax planning opportunities if you have a significant amount of pre-tax money set aside. Remember, 85% of your Social Security benefit could be subject to taxes. All of the money that you receive from your pre-tax account is going to be subject to taxes. So the greater the percentage of your income that you're receiving from Social Security, the higher the probability that your tax bill is going to be lower. And the final point of waiting as long as you possibly can is you get greater inflation protection. Each year, Social Security is going to adjust the amount of money that they pay you. In some years, it's going to be a greater percentage than others. But over the course of time, you are going to receive more money each year. The longer you wait to pull your Social Security benefit, the greater that cost of living adjustment is going to be. Now, the downside of waiting to pull your Social Security benefit is you may die young. If you decide to wait until you're 70 years old to pull your Social Security benefit, you could pass away at 73, and you wouldn't have received near as much money had you pulled it at age 62. Please understand that there are many ways to go about pulling your Social Security benefit. Ideally, we would know that everyone lives until age 90 or 100, and that would make filing for your benefit the easiest. Everyone would just wait until age 70 to make sure that they maximize their Social Security benefit. Unfortunately, we don't know when we're going to pass away, so we can only work with the information that we have available to us. The information that you need to pull your Social Security benefit is going to be within your retirement income plan. If you need to retire at age 62 and you don't have enough income coming from investments or rental properties or any other type of asset, then you need to pull your Social Security benefit. If you have a decent amount of money saved up, specifically in a pre-tax account, then maybe you need to look at pulling income from it first and allowing your Social Security benefit to grow. If you have a good feeling that you're going to live well beyond age 80, mostly because your parents lived maybe well into their 80s or early 90s, then absolutely you should consider waiting until age 70. but maximizing your Social Security benefit is impossible. I don't want you to consider your Social Security benefit as a maximizing opportunity. We need to utilize Social Security for what it is. It is a pretty much guaranteed source of income that gets adjusted each year for inflation. Now, there are many issues that we need to worry about with Social Security, but receiving some level of income from the government is pretty well guaranteed. But what you need to do is take that benefit that you're due and fit it into your retirement income plan. Figure out where those gaps are and where you're going to run short on your monthly income. Utilize Social Security as the last piece to that puzzle. Doing this is going to help you build out your retirement income plan, but also build it as tax efficient as you possibly can. I want to thank you again for tuning in. If any of this content is providing you value, then please hit that subscribe button. I have plenty more to come. If there's anyone that you know that is getting close to Social Security age and they're not sure what they should do, then absolutely send this video to them. Maybe it will help them through that decision-making process. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.